Hi there, it's Lisa Maxwell. I'm here to do a synopsis of the reading I pulled. For Instagram viewers, the synopsis is all you'll see. If you want to see the live pull, go to Facebook or YouTube. I'll put the links to those places. So we got the Queen of Wands, fabulous queen with a cat on her head. Take a look at that. She is lighting the way. She's a queen of passion. She's a queen of creativity. Very much so like the queen of all the queens are queens of creativity in different ways. This one is really working on speaking to the passions of the heart. It's the things that fire us up. Wands are fire. So she's very much lighting the way and following her heart and following her passions in a way that is of benefit to others, is lighting the way for others in this particular deck. And we are using the Tarot of the Cat People by Kuykendall. She has one cat. She's she's kind of single-minded as well, and she's got a pretty big cat with her. So, this is something that's, where we are finding our way. Cats always find their way to the most comfortable places, and she knows, the things that make her feel comfortable, the things where she is comfortable and can be in creativity, and she can continue to create more stuff. Very much like that Empress. Now, that Empress that we got in the reading from a couple of days ago is basically all the queens like in one person. This person is also like equally creative. And I can see that she also has she's actually looking more pregnant than our Empress of the other day. And again, I like this deck because this presents the figures as, maybe a little feminine, but also could be a little masculine. So this is androgynous. So never get like kind of wound up in like what, the actual gender identity of the individual, the character in the card, because we have these energies in all of us. And this is a creative queen who's not just, creating and kind of burning everything around her. She's actually creating in a way that is that controlled fire, if you will. Like sometimes we have to like burn things, to allow the fertility of more life to come forward. But this is a controlled burn. She's not like, running down the street with her hair on fire. She's actually or burning bridges. If we remember that bridge that the Empress was walking on the other day, she's actually creating more relationships and creating and lighting the way to she's a dynamic queen, right? She's lighting the way towards other things. Unlike the cards that came up as in the central part of the reading, which is the swords and the Four of Cups, which was the end. And then we drew some cards off the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Swords has been coming up a lot lately. So this is really that pushback. This is things that are trying to kind of like distract us from our heart truth. And, and someone who's in their heart truth can actually bring in other perspectives. They're solid. They know who they are, but, this is the energy of like not even allowing like other perspectives to come in and either like, enhance what you already know. This is something that's just like bouncing around a cat that's like super out of it, super in delusion and ignoring these other perspectives, these other thought processes. Well, that's just illogical. That's just illogical. And this is swords are thoughts. Thoughts are attitudes. Logic, the use of logic and practicality. And this individual is, kind of holding its sword on its shoulder and very cocky. This is bully behavior. And again, and just bouncing this poor cat. I don't know any cat who wants to be like that. That cat's clearly been kind of spellbound. The cat's kind of spellbound by this, whatever is going on is really like, again, just that my way or the highway. And this kind of energy can really take the wind out of your sails in a lot of respects. So if you're running up against this and then you're finding yourself in this kind of emotional despair over the situation, this is also, this is like, oh, well, this would be creative. This is change. This is lighting the way forward and inviting, like, again, a dynamism into your life. That's a word. which change does. But this is like, oh, change, oh no, things either never change, oh God, but when they do, no, don't change. This is, again, this is kind of like conflicting energy. Cards that came up at the bottom of the deck were the Devil. And I noticed, and I didn't speak to this in the live pull, but I noticed that in the Devil card, he's got two cats that are like squabbling, which was something I noticed that this cat on her head is not doing. This cat is calmly riding around on this queen, knowing that this queen's going to take, I'm going with this queen, right? These two cats are squabbling and they are not getting along. This is very divisive energy, tempting energy. Again, going down the drain, going back into old habit. Whereas a card that came up at the bottom of the deck, the Chariot, are two cats that are getting along quite well, which is no mean feat. You know what I mean? And getting the writer where it wants to go. This is the combining of logic, good logic, not delusional, faulty thinking. This is combining thoughts with heart in order to have good intuition and make good decisions at a good pace. This isn't a blasting around wildly careening Chariot. This is one that's going straight. So let's get out of this energy of squabble and divisiveness and fighting, maybe even within the energies within ourselves. So we're starting to create some new traditions where, again, now we've got two queens on the board. We've got that Queen of Swords again. This is logic. We're also combining it with the heart. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is change. Good change. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. If you want your own reading, direct message me, like, share, subscribe. Definitely share it to people who need it. I thank you so much. We'll talk soon.